All right, so the Millionaire Fastlane. Let's talk about this great book by MJ Demarco. Uh, Obviously, this is a book that talks about wealth and financial freedom, and if you choose to look at that way, just how to become a millionaire. It's not a it's obviously not a set of instructions. It's not gonna give you a business to start because, as he explains in many different parts of the book, that's kind of that won't really lead to a person being successful. Well, the main concept of the book is this fast lane, which is one of the three major mentalities that different people around the world use to try to achieve success when it comes to money. So there's the sidewalk, the slow lane, and the fast lane. The sidewalk is quite simple, really. It's essentially just not really doing much and living living above your means, by which I mean spending more money than you actually earn, which obviously doesn't isn't gonna lead to much. Now, the slow lane is actually a bit more complicated, and it's what most people are driven towards when they think about how to make success, and it's this slow approach to try to become a millionaire in between 40 and 50 years from now if you invest little by little and save and go to university and all these things are probably told, investing in what is it, the S&P 500 and stuff, which is, yeah, you get 10% per year, and over time that 10% can turn to a million, but 40 years from now you don't get to really enjoy it much if you're gonna be pretty old. So this is what we try to fix with the fast lane, which is in reality the best way really to get rich when it comes to it's not it's obviously a fast, and people get scared with this concept of he talks about this. He talks about how people are scared of this idea that getting rich fast is like impossible, and all these fake gurus and trying to sell you stuff. And what he explains is that getting rich fast is very much possible. What you should look out for is getting rich easy, because there is no getting rich easy, and that's supposed to be like the main fallacy that we get to. And why the Millionaire Fastlane. It's a pretty bold title, and it may scare people off just thinking, oh, this is probably just some bullshit book. It's probably just trying to sell me stuff. Probably just trying to get me into a guru course that costs $10,000 to, I don't know, learn how to do whatever. Trying to Starting to get off track here, but yeah, he talks about all this different stuff. Another interesting thing I thought, at the end of each chapter, he leaves like the main, he leaves the main points that he tries to explain, summed up in like a couple of lines. And at the end of the book, he gets the most important of these facts and puts them in a list of 40. I actually printed out, have it here on my wall. So, yeah, what else can I talk about? Obviously, I'm not gonna remember the entirety of the book, but there's a lot of different concepts. Like, for example, he talks about these two different methodologies that he has to make important decisions, where he tries to outweigh benefits, even teaches you how to do it. Like, okay, you can have a piece of paper, you write this down. There's a bunch of useful advice. Even you don't really have to consider them specifically when trying to make a business, even though that is the main point of the book. The intention to people who really want to start their own stuff and not just uh, not just succumb to society and the idea that you have to have a stable job and security is the most important thing. Yeah, that's also, I think he talks a lot about in the book. What else? Well, there's it's not really much of a point of me explaining every aspect that I remember from it. But yeah, the main point I guess from this is that it's well, to recommend it to you, if you are looking for, say, a change in mentality, which is probably not very accurate. I don't know many people who are looking for, changing mentality. Probably just looking at this as a means to making money, but it's not so much a means of making money. It doesn't teach you how to make money. It's more about changing the person who you are. It's more about being a person that can make money than it is just making money, because there's a very big difference. And that's why a lot of people who are, say, billionaires, millionaires, um they could lose it all one day. They could just, I don't know, Jeff Bezos, let's say Amazon, I don't know, did a collaboration with China and trying to take down the government, and so he loses his company. He can be left out in the street, and he still will become a millionaire again, because he's reached that level at which the way he thinks, what he does, is indicative of that. So it's, yeah, he is that's the main question you should make yourself, or sorry, stigma mentality. You shouldn't think, okay, how can I make money? What you have to think to yourself is, okay, what kind of person do I have to be that makes money? Okay, now let's try to transform myself into that person. And that's I think that's a very this book is a great starting point for that. So yeah, you're not gonna learn much. Maybe you'll learn a couple of things or two that'll help you, as practical advice. But the main importance of this book is that, and it's greatly important if you do want to become, a millionaire, or just financially successful or financially free. Because yeah, those are very different concepts, but he goes at them, and I feel this is the basis for most of that. Yeah. So that's about it. Check out the Millionaire Fastlane.